Yeah, certainly take a look. Some of these guys, this Portland veterinarian with us in studio, she sees fish, reptiles, birds, so much more. And she joins us with some advice about pets. Dr. Lisa Herenstein of Avian and Exotic Pet Care is here. And Doctor, you were telling me the description of an exotic pet. How do you look at it?
Yeah, so traditional veterinary practices, if it's a small animal practice, they see dogs and cats. They don't see anything else. But as it happens, a third of the companion animals owned in this country are something other than dogs, cats, or horses. So that could be something as seemingly domestic as a rabbit. It could be a leopard gecko. It could be a blackmore goldfish.
Half your practice, you mentioned, is birds.
Yeah, about half is birds. The other half is a mixture between reptiles and mammals. Like I said, rabbits, rodents, that kind of thing.
I'm guessing my bird can have surgery too, or my reptile. Is that right?
I think I saw a fish having surgery there.
Yes, yes, definitely. We were taking a tumor, we were doing tumor surgery for a fish. And recently we did radiation therapy for surgery on an African gray parrot. So yeah. So our goal is to bring the level of veterinary care for these animals up to the level that dogs and cats can get, and even in some situations what people can get.
You know, and I would imagine you see a fair amount of furry creatures like guinea pigs, hamsters. Do they have particular problems that you treat?
They definitely do, and I'm glad Nancy mentioned the Timothy Hay-based things. Diet is a huge issue for them. The classic lab animal kind of raising an animal diet is not appropriate for a pet that you want to live for a long time. And so we try to counsel people, educate people on what the best diets are.
Wow. They sound very exciting, like a snake, a hedgehog we saw there. Yeah. What is, you know, I guess the advice you would have before you leap into this world of pets?
There's a lot to know before you do this, because there is no like mainstream knowledge. People just sort of have a sense of what to do for their dog or their cat, or they can ask their neighbor. But for the kinds of animals we see, there's a lot of information to get ahead of time, ideally, and you can even set up a consultation appointment with a veterinarian to talk about that before you acquire that macaw that's going to take over your life for the next 80 years.
And I'm assuming these exotic pet owners are likely just as passionate as the dog and cat people, meaning whatever it takes, save my snake, right?
I bet you're going to say they're exotic.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, right.
Well, Portland is full of exotic people. But yeah, there are people who would rather pay for medical care for their animal than pay rent. Yeah. Because they feel an emotional responsibility to the animal, which is great.
I'm fascinated when you whispered to me earlier, I don't even have a pet at home.
No, I don't have time for that. For example, an African gray or a cockatoo, if you want to keep their feathers healthy and them emotionally, you know, in a secure place, mentally in their world, you need to spend probably at least 4 hours a day interacting with that pet. Mm-hmm. Who has 4 hours a day, you know, between your job and your everything else? So you have to make a commitment.
And you're already doing the great work dealing with other people's pets and their problems.
Yeah,
where do we find you?
Near the airport, 78th and Sandy.
All right.
And we're open 7 days a week.
Okay, Dr. Lisa Herenstein with Avian and Exotic Vet Care. We appreciate you coming by.